So I started showing you through query wizard. Now here first click on show table. Now what table I want to select? I will select for student. Add. I want to first show on one table. I although have two tables in my database, I will use add. Oh, once I've done add, twice it has come, sorry. Anyway, we'll ignore this. I had clicked twice, so same table name, it is showing student underscore, but we'll use this. Field name, roll number. See, automatically when I am clicking roll number, table name student is appearing and show is also getting ticked. From here, drop down list, all my field names will be selected because I have selected the table. Table name student. Same query what we had done to query wizard, that only I am showing it to you first, and then we'll show you the selection. Address 1, table student. Address 2, table student. Pin code. Contact number. So as I have selected, all these fields are automatically ticked, which means it will show off. It will show. So now these are my records. I will click on the run tab. Oh my goodness, all twice has come. Why? Because I have clicked so many. Now it has added with those records. Let me delete this and show it to you fresh. Again I go back to create, query design, student, add, close. Roll number, student name. Can you all see? Let me drag this up. Date of birth, address 1, address 2, pin code, contact number. These are my field names. Now let me see whether again duplicate records which I am having or not. Click on run. No, now no more duplicate. So these are my actual queries. So let's save this as query 1. Close query 1. So I will say yes. What name do I give? I give student Q1. I will run plenty of queries and save it. So I have students query 1. This is a query. I can open and see design view. You can check it. So these were my records. These are my details of that query. Now again I do some selective criteria mentioning query design, student, add, close. Now I want only the roll number, name and phone number, nothing else. This much I want. So I go and click run. So can you see, this is called selective criteria. That means I have only selected a few columns and those few columns details have been given back to me. So this is called selective column retrieval. Now I can do selective record retrieval also. Now first show me one. Let me show you one. This is selective column. Let's make the query as student underscore query 2. I am giving different query different names so that later on I can see it how it works. Now let me see query design. Again I go and click student, add, close. Now roll number, student name, date of birth. Here I am giving a criteria as from this year to this year only those students records will be shown. So I forgot, let me see what are my student date of birth, 96, 97, 98. So these are my records. So let me choose 2 years, okay, so that I can show you. Now in the criteria, this is very important. Whenever you have to give any criteria for date column, this is a date type of data. So in that time you have to enclose the date between hash greater than hash, and then I do 01 stroke 01 97. That means any records date of birth which are greater than 1st January 1997. This is my query. So I close it with a hash. Like in text, I always close with a quotation. In case of date of birth, I have to close it with a hash sign. Greater than, because I want some date which is greater than, which are born after 1st January, those data it will show. Now I again click on design. Now you see this run button is shown. Let me see whether my query is correct or not, and I will choose their corresponding addresses also. Address 1, address 2, pin code, contact number. Now only in case of date of birth I have given some criteria. Let's go and do run. Now you see only 4 records have been shown. I had more records. So these people are born after January till today, that much. If I give a range, that is a separate thing. So this is the range that is greater than 1st January 1997. All the records, all the students records whose date of birth are after that date will only be shown. Other records who are less than 1997, their records won't be shown. This is called selection of particular records based on some criteria. So based on some criteria, we have given some query, and based on that query our results have been retrieved. So this is taken care of by database management system only. Now let me do some other query. Design, yes, student query 3 I make. So this is called selection of particular record. Previously I have shown you selective of particular columns, some column selection, and this is some record selection. Now let me form some other criteria. Query design. Now student, add, close. Now what I want. I give a pin code which matches the criteria, only that record will be shown. Pin code was a text, so roll number, student name, date of birth, address 1, address 2, PIN code, contact number. Now in the PIN code, which is a text type of field, I am going to give a criteria. PIN code, as far as I remember, was a text type of field, if I am not mistaken. Let me just check it. Student table, open design view. PIN code was a number. Okay, so number I cannot enclose within text. So number I simply write, let us see, equal to 700050, means the criteria which matches this PIN code will only be retrieved. Okay, the criteria which matches the PIN code 700050 only will be retrieved. If I have no records, nothing will be retrieved. Oh, I had 2 records PIN code, so 2 records have been retrieved. So I have shown you how to retrieve criteria for number data type, how to retrieve record for date type of data. Now for text, now let's do some text retrieval. Student query 4. Now create query design, show table will appear, add. I am only doing some queries related to student table, nothing as yet I have done from the marks details. That also I will show it to you. Okay, now student name, date of birth, all other records I am showing with a criteria for name I will show. PIN code, contact number. For student name in the criteria, I will enclose double quotes, A star, that means any number, any name beginning with A followed by any character, that is why I have written star, should be displayed. Any name which starts with the alphabet A followed by any other characters will be displayed. This is my query. Run. I do not have any records with A. Let me modify this. So I did not have any records, that is why a blank database is shown. Blank records it has retrieved. Let me just save it and then I'll modify it. Student query 5. Now let me change the design. Did I have something with R? I don't remember. Anyway, let's. Yes. So now you got it. R and then followed by any characters. So first letter is R and then any characters, that is why star. Star means all or any. That is why it is shown as R star. So I have shown you how to retrieve a text type of data, how to retrieve date type of data, how to retrieve number type of data. Now this is one criteria selection. If I have to do multiple queries, means multiple criteria if I give, then how do I do? Multiple criteria. Query design, add, close. This is multiple criteria. Roll number, name, date of birth, address 1, address 2, pin code, contact number. So in date of birth criteria, I show greater than hash sign 0101 slash 1997, close it with a hash, as well as another criteria is student name starting with R and then followed by star, close it. Double quotes. Double quotes is required for text type of data inclusion. So I have given two criteria. So long in the previous queries you had seen one criteria and I retrieved the record. Let me see whether if both the criteria matches, then only my record will be retrieved. Otherwise no records will be retrieved, will be taken from the database. Run. Oh, I still have two records because both matches. Both are our database of this. So this is multiple criteria. So multiple, like you can try it out with other queries also. So this is query 6. Now let's do something with marks details table. Something with marks details table. So long we have only handled a single table. Now we'll show you how to handle two tables together using query. Create, query design. Now in this case both the table you have to select. Add, click on mark details, add, close. Now remember why this sign is given, because we have established a relationship between the two tables. A relationship between two tables. So this relationship sign is being shown. Now you can see all the tables from this and all the tables from this can appear. Now right now I have no records of marks details table, so it will be blank here because I do not have subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. I don't have total. Okay, I can have total later on. Anyway, I'll show it to you. From student roll number, student name. Now from marks details I choose subject 1, subject 2, subject 3. So this I wanted 2 tables from the master table and 3 more fields from the secondary table. Obviously we have already linked, so it knows that this will be retrieved from this particular table. So now I go back and click on run tab. So roll number, name and correspondingly their marks have been retrieved. So this is called multiple table handling. We have retrieved records from both the tables. Student marks query 1. That means I have taken 2 tables, so I have given such a name so that we can understand later on. Alright. Now I want to fill up this table. Total is missing. Now I have to fill up this record. How will I fill it up? Let us see. Let me see. I go to create, query design, marks details, close. Now I will click on the tab called update. So my update to box opens because I have no calculation for the field total. I write the, let us see whether it's working or not, or we'll try out some other option. We always enclose within brackets and write it. So total will be updated by subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3. Let's click on run. Now when the query is correct, you get an option like this: you are about to update 5 rows. That means 5 rows will be updated with these formula I have written. Once you click yes, you cannot use the undo command to reverse the changes. Are you sure you want to update? I say yes, because I want to update. So my work is being updated. Now let me go and check my, so student underscore marks underscore query 2. Click OK. Oh, again, why should I do this? I have already updated. Let me see. Yes, the total column has been filled up. Just check 78 plus 65 plus 76, how much we are getting. 6 plus 5, 11, 11 plus 8, 9, 19, 19, 7, 6, 13, 13 and 7, 20, 21. So this total is correct. So my formula writing is correct. So I have executed. Now again, if you click on update, on this value again it will be updated. So once you have updated, do not update it once more over there. So I am showing you the design view of that formula which I have written. Total, field total, I want to update it. Table name is marks details. Update to subject 1 plus subject 2 plus subject 3. So this I have updated the total field with these 3 fields. I already had 3 details in each record. So, but the total I did not calculate. So with the query, I have calculated it and put it in the table. So this is updation of records using calculated query, or using a query I have updated my table. Now my total is here. Now I am going to write some other query which will only take me, I will only retrieve the total from here and the details from the student table. Query design, student table, add, marks details, add, close. Now I take from student only student roll number, student name, and from mark details I take total only, because I already updated it. Previously I could not show it to you because I did not have the field total filled up. So I had filled it up using a query, writing a formula inside my query, and then I calculated the field total and I filled it. Now I can retrieve the records. I have taken both the tables because I already have a relationship between 2 tables. So I have taken roll number from student, student name from student, and total from marks details. Now I click on the tab run. Now you see roll number, student name and total is appearing. So this is how I brought different fields from different tables. Just because I have a relationship drawn from them, I could do so. So let me now save it. Student underscore marks underscore query 3. So this is my query. So I am again opening in design view what I have done. See, roll number I have brought from student table, student name from student table, then total from marks details. This is what I have done. But before that, I have clicked on the update button and updated the total field. After that, I had written a select query. When I am writing this query, you see automatically the select tab is created. So what we have learned today? Select tab and update tab. So with this we have created a table. So how many queries we have learned? So I just want to tell you that all these queries, whatever we have done, please practice them out, and if you face any problem, then you can always clear your doubts. You can write in the WhatsApp group and find it out with the query. I will try to solve it in another video. So today is this much for your class. Next class will be covering more of queries and some part of our reports.